tools of the trade are obviously for most musicians, and in fact probably every musician, are very important. In terms of what you use, you have to be comfortable with it, feel that it allows you to express yourself in a way that not a hindrance to what you're doing in terms of playing. And I spent a lot of time over the years. I probably played, I dare say, hundreds of different saxophones over the years. This is a Forestone saxophone. I was very fortunate a few years ago to be in touch with the CEO, a lovely man called Lars Häusler. He's German, living in Japan, very, very lovely guy. He got in touch with me and we sort of chatted, and he also said that we should maybe meet up. So I took the opportunity and I flew over to Osaka, where the business is. It was primarily to talk about their reeds, because they make these wonderful synthetic reeds. I would say probably the best reeds, synthetic reeds anywhere. I know there are lots of other companies that make synthetic reeds, but if somebody put a gun to my head and said, you have to play a synthetic reed, they would be the reeds that I would play. Although, having played cane reeds for 40 years, it's very difficult for me to transition from one to the other. So I still prefer to play cane reeds, but if I had to play synthetic reeds, I would certainly play the Forestone reeds. After having played their saxophone for maybe half an hour, I was very, very much taken with it. It was really excellent. The background to the saxophones in the terms of their production, I know a little about. I don't know as much as I should do perhaps, but I certainly know that they're cryogenically treated before the production process starts, and then they're actually put together by a master repair technician from Japan. His name is Atsushi Watanabe. So I very much enjoyed playing those, and I took the saxophone back to New Zealand with me. So I then found out that they were making unlacquered saxophones, and I was very, very keen on an unlacquered saxophone. So this sent one over to me, and I absolutely. And here it is right now. This is the saxophone. It's probably not as clean as it should be, but that's an unlacquered saxophone for you. You have to deal with those problems. It's not really a problem. When I had the saxophone, I was already playing a Yanagisawa Solid Silver series. Some were Mark VI, some were balanced action, some were super balanced action. I had all of these saxophones at home, and I realized that they were not going to be used ever again. So I actually then took the opportunity to sell them, which was wonderful, because actually just to have one saxophone at home was perfect. And this is the one that I decided to keep. Since I've been here in Malaysia, I've been allowed the opportunity to play what is called a carbon neck, so carbon fibre, and this has been a complete and utter, and I can't tell you what a revelation this neck is to me. It's allowed me to be able to express myself. I thought the saxophone as it was allowing me to express myself perfectly well. It wasn't providing any obstacles to me. My the way that I like to play, I love vocals. I love the voice, I love the human voice. Getting part of this sort of vocal quality into my sound is very important for me. This has just opened up a whole new vista of sound and feelings. You know, it allows, it's almost like, you know, it's sort of like attached to your heart. Express yourself in a way, it allows me to express myself in a way that I wasn't able to do so before.